Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. And their phone number is 631-756-1125. They are loading up on salt. And for you snow removal guys, there's going to be a salt shortage. So bear that in mind. They've got the best prices in town and the best prices anywhere in the tri-state area. The website is omnitruevalue.com. Wholesale holiday lighting by Giannini, your complete holiday lighting specialist, meeting all your decorating needs for the upcoming holidays, Halloween and Christmas. And if you're a contractor, Giannini is having a holiday lighting open house free event on Tuesday, October the 5th, 2021. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst. The open house is right next door at 164 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York. And you can RSVP today by going to their website, liholidaylighting.com, or give them a call at 631-957-5106. So we're waiting for this slow-moving cold front, and that is still, by the way, rather far to our west. It's running through the Central Lakes and cutting down through Tennessee, approaching Georgia and moving through Alabama. And we've got some showers and thunderstorms that are ahead of that. Ahead of the front is some tropical moisture that is moving up the eastern seaboard. Most of that moisture is going up inland of the coastal plain. So I'm really not expecting much of anything to happen today or tonight and even into early tomorrow morning. You'll notice that we have clouds, though, and that's going to be the story today. It's not a solid overcast along the coastal plain, but there will be some breaks of sun in the mix. And, of course, it's warm and it's on the humid side, and that is going to be with us for another day and a half or so until we finally get this cold front to move out. And you can see how everything is moving on the radar, by the way. It's all moving pretty much from south to north. So the rains that are falling in Pennsylvania, that's where we're going to see the heaviest rains out of this entire event. Some of that is playing through today. There's a bit of a break to the west, and then you get into the showers and storms that are extending from Ohio on southward down into eastern Tennessee, and that's the cold front part of it, and that's for later tomorrow night, and into Friday. The Storm Prediction Center has the marginal risk is in western Pennsylvania, and in eastern Ohio, northern West Virginia. There's a chance that there could be some general thunderstorms to the east, but notice the line cuts off right along the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border. So for the most part, most of the area should be fine today, other than an odd shower that might pop up. Now tomorrow, we have a marginal risk of severe weather further to the east, and this is for tomorrow into Friday morning, and you can see that is setting up in eastern Pennsylvania, the eastern half of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, to about western Long Island, up the Hudson Valley, into the Catskills, and into the parts of south central New York, and extending down into eastern Virginia and over into the Delmarva Peninsula. WPC, in terms of rainfall, the heaviest rains of several inches will be in Pennsylvania. The eastern edge of that is touching northern New Jersey, and we do want to point out that we do have some flash flood watches that have been posted for northwest New Jersey and much of eastern Pennsylvania, except for the northeast, at least for the time being. You can see the flash flood watches up for central PA on southward into the mountains of western Virginia. So that's where we're going to see the concentration of heavy rain with this cold front that is moving on through. So let's take a look at how this all plays out. We have the brand new NAM model, and there's your low. The issue here is that the low is not moving east. If you look down on the lower right, we have Tropical Depression Peter and a big high to the northeast, east of Nova Scotia, that's basically forcing this low to go northward. So that means the front has a difficult time making eastward progress. It's kind of like a stick here of showers and thunderstorms. First off, we'll go just back up to today. And you see most of those waves are going up well to the west. And then during the day tomorrow, we're going to have this area of showers and storms that's going to be very, very slow moving. So when you get into those, That's when you could put down some of the heavier rains. And then tomorrow, late afternoon, evening, it's in eastern PA, western New Jersey, and they'll continue to move to the east. And then we're just going to have to wait for this front to clear the coast. And I don't think that's going to really happen until we get into Friday. So this is Thursday night into Friday morning. The front starts to weaken. The showers and storms begin to weaken. Might be a little bit of lingering shower activity into Friday afternoon over southern New England. Everywhere else, we'll see weather conditions improve. The weekend is looking good. Low humidity, sunshine, seasonal temperatures as high pressure builds in to the eastern part of the United States. And it looks like we're going to have a nice long dry stretch that will take us into the middle part of next week. There's another front, a weak one, that is coming through Tuesday night, and then a nice cool high comes in for the second half of the week. So with the arrival of autumn today, we just have to, for most of the area, just give it another 36 hours or so to 48 hours or so, and then we're going to see some really nice improvement in the weather going forward. Get to the tropics in just a second. Omni True Value Hardware, Weather in 5, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. 631-756-1125 is the phone number. The website, omnitruevalue.com. Wholesale Holiday Lighting by Giannini, your complete holiday lighting specialist, meeting all your decorating needs at 162 Ocean Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York. 631-957-5106, the phone number there. And the website is liholidaylighting.com. Now, in the tropics, we still have Rose way out in the Atlantic. It's not going to bother anybody. It's just an ocean feature gradually weakening. You can see that it's really not really all that defined. And Peter is just continuing to get sheared apart. I don't even think there's very much left of Peter other than a weak low. But out in the tropical Atlantic, we have a very vigorous low-pressure system that is moving westward. It is getting better organized, and this is likely to become a tropical depression perhaps at this time tomorrow, maybe even a little bit sooner. Does look like a fairly well-defined circulation is developing as it continues to get better organized. And this is going to take a track mostly to the west or west-northwest, at least for a while. When we look at the guidance here on this, the hurricane tracking model guidance, taking it west-northwest, we'll have to see how close it gets to the northern Leeward Islands. Most of the track model guidance is taking it just to the north of those islands, but we have some of the global models, particularly the European, that seems to want to take it over the northern leewards and eventually taking it westward, not too far from Puerto Rico. And the intensity guidance is pretty impressive, as just about all the models strengthen this eventually at least to a Category 1, and some of them to as high as a Category 3 hurricane. So something that we'll have to probably watch down the road, and we will certainly take a solid look at all of this and all the weather going on tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show, which is at 7:30 Eastern Time on my YouTube channel. So we hope to see you then.